Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I am back with Big Brother Savings Update. So the game picked back up this week. Everybody finally started playing again. And so I have my board out. I've got my little list. I actually played this like bingo using some counters because I was watching it here in the craft room this week. And so let's get going. I gave myself $1 again this week because someone did say expect the unexpected. I think last week I gave myself $2, and then so I'm gonna try to keep a little tally of that. There was not a physical competition this week or an endurance comp. There was a big fight. There was a fight with Felicia and Corey, and I think they did a really good job on the show showing that fight and as much of the aftermath as they could. So that was a pretty good little fight. And then, the makeup with them, I think they pretty much, I didn't see a lot of the live feeds this week, but just in listening to the podcast, I think they probably kind of encompassed a lot of the fight and everything that happened around the fight. Tears. I did not see tears this week on the live feeds. What I saw, didn't really hear about anybody breaking down, and there really weren't very many people boohooing. This is not, the people who are left in the house are not really boohoo emotional type of people. They're just very matter of fact, play the game. They're, manipulative, cunning. I just don't see tears flowing a lot from these people for anything that's happening in the house. So no tears. Ooh, my nails are dirty. Been playing in clay. There was not a back door. Even though I thought it was really kind of funny how they flipped that vote, and the build up to this flipping the vote was really interesting. And when they announced the results of the vote, I wanted to see Corey's face, because going into this vote, Corey really thought that he was being, he was really in control of things. And his thought was that they were setting up Cirie and Cirie, I almost wanted to say Izzy. Oh my gosh, they were setting up Cirie and not Mimi, Cirie and Blue, and to look like they were the two. Well, I mean, they were thinking that Cirie and Blue were going to vote to get Felicia out of the house. So if everybody else voted for Mimi, it would put a target on Cirie and Blue. He didn't count on Matt tipping off Blue and Cirie, and then Cirie and Blue voted with the house. And I just wanted to see his face when that didn't work out the way he wanted to. So, but that was just me. But the blind side was, that Mimi went out instead of Felicia, and Felicia was totally, second time in a row, expecting that she was going to be the one to go home, and she wasn't. So, I love the expression on her face when, it was not her. We do now have a woman HOH. Congratulations, FBJ. All right, Bowie Jane, right after her birthday, gets the HOH. So, I'm excited to see what she does, even though I already know who she's put on the block, and it's tearing my heart out, and I'm not going to say, but she's got her game to play, and I'm glad that she's playing her game and no one else's game. Mental comp. There was a mental comp. The veto was a mental comp. with the oh my gosh. Oh, the questions. And y'all, I really thought Felicia was gonna pull this off. I really did. She was so close, and then Bowie Jane pulled it out. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was the HOH, not the veto. The HOH was a mental comp. But Bowie Jane pulled it off. But Felicia, oh my gosh, right there in the final minutes, if she had just left off 1-0, she would have won. So the mental comp was the HOH. An alliance formed. I gave myself $9, and let me tell you why. So there's been a lot of back and forth, alliance, not alliance. We're aligning with these people. Now we're aligning with these people. But then Cirie is starting to sprinkle her little fairy dust around a little bit. And so people are starting to align a little bit with her again. So I gave myself $9 because, Cam and Cirie do still have this little thing. And I wasn't real sure if that was a real thing because I hadn't seen them together. But I have noticed the looks. I have noticed the little quick 30-second check-ins between the two of them. And I see that they kind of caught that one after the big blow up in the house with Corey and Felicia. Cirie walked out. She wasn't going to be a part of it. She wasn't going to be involved in that drama. She didn't want to know about it. She didn't want to hear about it. She went out into the backyard, and Cam stood there, got his, information on what was going on, and then he kind of went out and checked in on Cirie, and, so I think that they may still have this little, agreement between the two of them. Because remember, Cam did tell Cirie right after Jared was evicted and he stayed, that he was going to infiltrate that side of the house and blow their games up. So sure looks like that's what he's doing. So so I didn't give myself $3 for that because I've already done that. But what's happening now is Matt and Cirie have kind of rekindled their little alliance, and which is going to be key for Cirie moving forward because she's got that connection with Matt, which ties her into other alliances. Matt and Jag, of course, are a duo. They are running the house without knowing they're running the house. Corey and America think they're running the house. Matt and Jag really have that power. But Corey thinks that he controls Matt and Jag, which he doesn't. So there is an alliance of sort that formed between Corey and America and Matt and Jag in the last week. So I'm interested to see how this holds up going into this next week, considering who's on the block. And so I gave myself $3 because where it's not necessarily an alliance, they did work together, so they didn't name anything or anything. So, but I am going to call that an alliance. So that Matt and Jag, Cirie and America, I'm calling an alliance. And then again, Matt and Jag and Cam worked together a lot this week. And so Cam thinks they have an alliance. Matt and Jag, not so much. But, he was HOH. How is telling him no going to benefit their game? So they let him think they had an alliance. So, but moving into this next week, they realize he's a power player. He can win. So let's ride this out as long as he's in the house. They weren't going to do his bidding beyond him being HOH, but we'll see how that plays out this week as well with Cam not in power, because we know how it goes. When Cameron's not in power in this house, he gets put to the side, and he's pretty much ignored because he's got some social awkwardness that happens when he tries to interact with people, and he really comes off as creepy and misogynistic, and I don't know. He's really slimy. So we'll see how that plays out. But I did give myself $3 for that one. So that was $9 for alliances. And then the only other one that I gave, oh no, wait. I gave myself $5 on this column for a game being played in the dark. The creepy Halloween in the dark, where they were looking for the clues and all of that, which is always a favorite of mine, but I really like the theme this year. And I thought that was really cool, the way they tied all that together. So I gave myself $5 for that. And I thought Mimi did a really good job on that game. I mean, that girl's got nerves of steel, because it would have freaked me out. No alliances blew up this week. The HOH did win the veto. Cam had the veto. I'm sorry, I didn't give myself $10 for that one, because Kim did win the veto. And then the rest of these, Zingbot this week, so I'm looking forward to that. So all right, let's see here. Come on. Plus 5, plus 10. $32. That's probably the least that I've put in here so far, isn't it? Nope, I put exactly 32 in last time. $32 going in this week with $311 in there. So that's $343 in on October 7th. Can y'all believe it's October? And we are finally getting cooler weather in Texas. And I am going to get out there in it, even though it looks like it's going to rain today. So that is it. That's my Big Brother update for today, October 7th. I will be back tomorrow with Savings Challenge games. I hope you stop in and join me for Savings Challenges, and then back on Wednesday for Mini Mania. So thank you for stopping by and for checking in on my Big Brother Savings journey here. If you are saving along with me, drop it in the comments. Let me know how much you have saved so far. I have saved $343 that will be going towards my sinking funds. All right. So with that said, get out. Enjoy the day. Goodbye.